Ladies and gentlemen, continuing the action, this next bout going down inside the NFA Bantamweight division. It will be set for 3 3-minute rounds. It is presented to you by Unrivaled Realty. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is Jordan Clevenger.
Coming out, a little bit of dancing, no music.
It's in his head, bro.
That's fair. Obviously, he came out dancing, no music. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely in his head.
Hey, that's a focused individual.
For sure.
By the way, I love seeing all the officials and everybody that were on international TV at the UFC event last week right here at NFA 17 tonight. Coming out, we got to know a little bit about this. Oh, Lance is jumping up. Jordan, you mentioned you fought in a cornfield. Any difference? It's daytime. It's getting closer to summer. I've noticed that. We've got it light out. Does that ever affect you in any of your fights?
Well, in the cornfield one, my corner told me touch gloves and then put your back toward the sun so it's in his face.
Beautiful.
that's really good.
That's a great strategy.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
I didn't either until they said it.
It's really smart. I guess the closest thing I did that was parking lot, but I mean, back in our day, we had a lot of parking lot. We had a lot of parking lot fights. So. And I don't mean I mean legitimate MMA fights, not
just high school.
Not high school.
Right.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, he is Xavier Tomas.
All right, boys. Last time Xavier Tomas was here, he put on a show.
He certainly did. I remember we were sitting right in this spot. He brought the action, didn't he?
Yeah, it was that classic Hispanic dirty boxing. It was so much fun.
I think the word got out because it sounds like the crowd's excited to see Javier.
Absolutely, for sure. Sorry, I got distracted.
That fight he put on with Caden was fun.
It was so much fun.
It was close. I remember talking to him in the back afterward. I'm like, you're gonna get so much better from that fight, and I was entertained by it. I was just kind of baffled by the fight he brought for a debut.
It was amazing. And, we talked about, too, his original gym wanted to pull him from that fight, and he said no. And now he's with St. Charles, and he switched gyms because he's like, I'm not going to take the fight. I said I was going to take the fight. I'm going to take the fight.
Yeah, once again, proving records aren't always the entire story because the three of us are sitting here. We remember every bit of that 0-1.
It was
that happened.
Great. I mean, it was my vote. I think it got fired in the night. It was my vote anyway.
I don't get votes anymore.
We'll go up to Bryce in the cage to get things started.
Ladies and gentlemen, continuing the action here at NFA 17. This bout going down inside the NFA Bantamweight division. It is set for 3 3-minute rounds. It is brought to you by our friends at Unrivaled Realty. Ladies and gentlemen, when the action begins, the man in charge, Mr. Josh Stewart. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer representing IQ Jiu-Jitsu. Standing at 5'11", weighing in at 137 pounds. From Kentucky, Illinois, he is Jordan Clevenger. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This man is a well-rounded fighter representing St. Charles MMA. Standing at 5'5", weighing in at 134 pounds. From St. Louis, Missouri, he is Xavier Tomas.
Big pop. We have our official biggest pop of the night so far for Javier. And they're chanting it.
Jordan, did you corner against him last fight?
No.
No, okay. I knew it was Caden was who we fought, so I didn't know if you worked with Caden or not.
Touch the gloves and we're off.
Clevenger, the kickboxer.
Fastball.
Fighting out of the jiu-jitsu camp.
Really loading what he's doing here. Yeah, I noticed that too. He's a kickboxer, but his gym looks primarily jiu-jitsu. He's wasting a lot of energy.
I'll say I'd be careful doing that too, because again, we saw Tomas last time. If he hits that button.
All Javier's got to do right now is kind of just wait this initial.
There he goes. Oh, going to the ground.
It's hard to take a tall guy down like that because their toes stay on the mat.
He's right when you said that he was on his tippy toes. Good call.
They stick almost. He's got to get his hips in and almost stand like this.
Or
he
drive
almost got
really
him.
hard and drop low.
He stands up and throws it through like he's throwing a hook. He's got him.
Well, and two, being tall, like you've seen these long, he's able to clasp his hands like, oh, there you go. Got down to the knees. Little cage grab there. He just got warned for it. Another cage grab. He's getting warned for it now. Yeah.
Well, Clevenger pointed to his front leg to take him down at the beginning of the fight.
He did.
Tomas applied.
All right.
This is good for Xavier. He could kind of slow it down. That guy came out with a lot of like nervous, like fast switch energy. This slows it down.
Yeah, a little bit of showboating.
He's got to watch his neck here, though. He's got to make sure he fights the hands. Just keep anything goofy from happening.
Right when you said that, his corner yelled for him to watch his neck.
Yep. Now he's not really going to get guillotined from this position here. He's got to get around the other part of the legs. Oh, now he could be in some trouble.
Could be, yeah.
Hand over hand over his shoulder. He's protected here.
He just needs to push that elbow down. Listen to his coaches. Right when Roger said break the hands, he went right to him.
Push the elbow down. Shoulder in his throat. Keep driving in his throat there.
Again, to Jordan's point, with him being long too, easy to get his feet on the cage, try to push over. There he goes. Yeah, Javi's safe here.
Yep. He almost had an arm triangle, but, you know, why not just season the meat up a little bit? He was kind of taunting you. Maybe you can land some punches here.
Well, that's one bad thing. When you're taunting and the other guy doesn't react, that can kind of hurt your own mentality.
Kind of got to settle a bit, see if you can land, because they always have one good burst or two.
And the long legs again coming into play here. He only has 30 seconds, so he needs to do some damage.
Right here's when you want to aim for the nose. Bust that nose up. This is a good spot for it.
Clevenger doing a good job using his length.
Absolutely is. Not exactly trying to set something up, but he is trying to get
almost like a half crab here. Going for like an ankle lock. And they're both back up. There we go.
Interesting thing.
I think
Xavier got up. He's not even breathing out of his mouth. The entire time he's breathing through his nose. That kid's in shape.
Clevenger, I think, just might be just an animated person. 'Cause right there, he showed some love. He wasn't taunting, but he just seems like he's just maybe an emotional fighter.
Agreed. Daybreak breaking the action. NFA 17 presented by Kind Goods. Thank you to them for presenting the show. I thought this right out of the gate as we see Mike Rogers right in front of us doing some work in the corner. He pointed at his front legs that take me down. I'm thinking to myself, I don't know, St. Charles MMA, I don't know if you want to taunt that. What do you guys think is going to happen in the second round, Lance?
I mean, he might switch it up. It did kind of work for him. Mike Nervous's nose, Clevenger was using his length, so Tomas wasn't able to get a whole lot off. We know Tomas has some good boxing. He does need to stay inside, whether it be take him down or in the striking game, obviously.
I'll be interested to see how the striking comes out after that grappling exchange and how much Clevenger may have slowed down. Maybe. Because there was a lot of energy. He was throwing a lot of heat on those punches.
He doesn't look like he's breathing too hard, though.
Nope, he does not.
Both men look like they might be in pretty good shape. We'll see, though. Oh, good leg kick.
That was a nice calf kick.
Classic, what you can do, I can do too. No, he didn't throw the spinning kick, never mind. He's like, nah, okay. You win.
I'm interested in Clevenger's hand placement. As he
on the button.
Takes a right hand from Tomas.
That next. No. See, again, long guys, though, if he can get like a necktie there. Oh, nice dunk.
Matt Hughes seemed to enjoy that.
Yeah, classic Matt Hughes right there. The only difference is he didn't walk him to his corner and drop him.
Exactly.
Tomas is putting the pressure on him right now. Maybe looking at Ezekiel.
You got to watch these tall guys because they'll wall walk with their toes.
Referee keeping a close eye on that. Might be missing one.
Oh, he might. Oh,
crucifix.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. That was pretty. Again, though, the length, he's going to get pulled back into a guard. Watch those up kicks. Again, yeah, Clevenger's using his length pretty well. Clevenger asking if you're going to let me up or you want to come down.
Hands over the top of his leg.
Oh, axe kick.
Hands over the top.
I'm going to let you up just to drop you back down.
Yeah, he got them hands clasped. It was only a matter of time.
Got the legs tied up.
Yep, nice little Habib mount, they call it. The only thing holding him back when he's getting in these positions is Clevenger's getting hold of his head. And while it's going to be hard to get finished or choked in this position, it's not fun, but it also prevents you from separating, being able to beat up the body, beat up the head. But the best thing you can do here is get that head out and put your head right directly under his chin. Then you can punch over your head. You know you're hitting the target, and you can mix it up and go to the body at the same time.
Keep going there. Reach underneath to the hand.
Dominant position, though.
And you wonder if this does make it to the next round, are these defensive moments from Clevenger going to just completely burn his arms out? Like you said, he's not got anything as far as a choke, but he is halting the fight, but that could burn his arms out for the third round.
Yep, and Tomas will feel this tomorrow on his neck for sure.
Oh, for sure.
It's not really anything that's going to choke him now, but you're going to feel it later.
Final seconds of the round.
They're just annoying, and they hold you in like a Chinese finger trap. You can't really separate. But he won the round.
Yes.
Clear-cut round for Tomas. Daybreak break in the action, presented by Kind Goods. We're at NFA 17 at the Armory, Midtown St. Louis. Lance DeClue, feeling good about the card so far?
I am so far, yes. I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. Jordan was talking about how they called Khabib's the way he locked his leg, but before that was Aoki. Aoki was big on that back in the Dream days, if you remember that.
Yeah. Dream was short-lived Dream.
It was a short-lived Dream, yeah. But Aoki was one of the top fighters to come out. The problem is, though, he was one-dimensional. He could go with anybody on the ground, and I mean that, anybody. But if he couldn't take you down, he was kind of a fish out of water.
I think if Tomas can get him back down and not get his head locked up in that, we could see some work from Mount where he turns his back, ends up on his back, and then we'll see something similar to what happened with Hiley.
Third round, this fight presented by Unrivaled Realty.
Yeah, to Jordan's point, I think Clevenger needs to use his range and keep it standing. I wouldn't do as much flashy stuff because, again, if your timing's off, Tomas is going to charge you and get you down.
And he's figured out the length.
Right.
They threw him off initially, but then he got his hands clasped and was getting him lifted.
So there's the jab. Yeah, see, I'd probably throw more front kicks. I know I say that a lot. I do like front kicks. Maybe I'm just biased.
Patient start to the round, both fighters.
For the reach difference, Tomas has done really well with the strikes. He's ate some kicks from that range, but he's not really eating any punches.
Well, we saw in his last fight, he's got some good dirty boxing, and he showed he's training at St. Charles MMA, and he's got a ground game to go with it. He's becoming a complete fighter, and that's dangerous.
Just stalking. I love when people stalk like this. Taking the center.
Woo! He got that leg up there. He said he might be tall, but I'll still get you. Clevenger with a nice lean back. Taller fighters can get away with that. Tomas could have probably had a takedown or hit there. He got a little nervous about that kick. But Clevenger didn't really seem like he threw it with malice.
I mean, he might prove me wrong, but I don't think he's looking for a takedown.
No?
I think he's looking for the right hand. At least for now. That might change halfway through the round to seal it, but.
Clevenger's got a nice bruise forming on his calf. Oh, Superman.
Yep.
Or Super Mario. I'm not sure which one you want to go.
32.
Both these guys are still pretty calm. Still trying to work their game plan. Oh, desperation shot.
Takedown attempt by Clevenger.
That was a... I was going to make fun of Evan Elder, but last time I did, I broke my finger, so I was trying to mimic him. He did that once in a fight, and I tried to mimic him in training, and I broke my finger, so... Here we go. It's going to be the beginning of the end. Clevenger needs to throw those legs up and try to get this stop, or he's going to get dipped.
That's a finish for Xavier Tomas out of St. Charles MMA, evening up his record at 1-1. Jordan Downey, you surprised at all at how this ends?
No, I'm not, because I knew if Tomas got to a position where he could throw strikes and not have his head wrenched in just some kind of clinch or like a false guillotine, I knew he could open up. The only thing that surprised me there was it was kind of weird how it ended because he took a shot from where he was, and when he ended up on bottom, he didn't even try to shrimp or roll out. He just kind of was protecting. But
I was just, I was saying both of them looked pretty, as far as cardio goes, maybe he was tired. Because usually when you see a shot like that.
Yeah, and for Tomas, 2 tall, lanky guys in his first 2 fights. He goes to the 3rd round in the 2nd one and wins. He's got a lot of cage time for 2 amateur fights already.
That's true. Yeah.
He's got a lot of experience on these first 2, more than most people get, because usually they're pretty quick or they go all the distance. And he made the most out of his time. And that last fight he had was really close too. So, I mean, this kid's got a really good start to his career, and we'll see where he goes next.
Yeah. I love to see this. A lot of respect there. They had a little bit of conversation, and they both knelt down. I'm not sure if they're praying together or they're just giving each other kudos, but I like to see that.
Love it.
It was a good fight.
This is the thing that always surprises people when I invite them and they're not used to it, is the sportsmanship of it. And I was like, you guys don't understand. You've been thinking about this person for however many weeks.
Let's go to the replay of the finish. As the groundwork pays off and he finishes off with a ground and pound, Jordan Downey.
Yeah, just landing clean, straight through, and referee Josh Stewart does a good job. That fight was over.
That's why I was curious if maybe he did get tired. So the shot was sloppy. It was from far away, and then usually here he throws his legs up, and he didn't seem like he even tried.
No, he was just kind of getting swarmed there. But going back to what I was saying, like the respect you get whenever you've shared this with somebody is unlike anything people can understand.
Official decision,
sport.
but Bryce Boudreaux in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Stewart calling a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes and 6 seconds of round number 3. Declaring a winner by TKO, fighting out of the red corner, Xavier Tomas.